Welcome to the Deep Dive. We sift through the sources you send us to pull out the key insights. Today, we're looking at something that honestly makes you question how innovation really works, or sometimes why it doesn't. Because, sometimes a truly big idea, a revolutionary one, it doesn't just face technical hurdles. It runs up against, well, the way things are.
Right, the status quo. And the people who really benefit from that status quo, they might have strong reasons to maybe block or even sideline technologies that could shake things up too much.
Exactly. And when you think about genius engineers whose ideas maybe got caught in that dynamic, well, Nikola Tesla often comes up.
You've definitely a prime example. A brilliant mind, no doubt.
So our mission for this deep dive is to explore 5 of Tesla's supposed lost inventions. We'll look at the claims about why they vanished or, why they weren't widely adopted. We want to figure out what these inventions actually were, what made them potentially so revolutionary, and according to the sources we looked at, why they might have stalled.
It's fascinating stuff.
And just to kick things off with a bit of mystery, there were always rumors, right, that the FBI grabbed all of Tesla's notes and research after he died.
Yeah, that's been talked about for decades.
Well, recently, through Freedom of Information Act requests, heavily redacted, mind you, it seems that's been confirmed, the FBI did confiscate his work.
That definitely sets a certain tone, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Suggests there was something considered sensitive.
It really does. It hints that maybe there's more to this story. So let's start unpacking this legacy.
Yeah, what's really striking as we go through these is how each one, if it had been fully developed, could have just completely changed society.
That potential for a massive disruption, it's kind of the theme here, isn't it?
It really is.
Yeah.
It's often the reason cited in these accounts for why things didn't move forward, or maybe why they were actively stopped.
Okay, let's start with maybe the most famous or infamous one, Tesla's death ray.
Ah, yes, teleforce.
He called it teleforce, claimed he invented it back in the 1930s. The sources describe it as this, incredibly powerful focused energy beam.
Like something out of science fiction, almost. Based on, high-frequency waves or maybe particle acceleration, designed to just knock things out instantly. Destroy them.
An invisible weapon. But here's the twist.
Yeah. The crucial part is why Tesla himself said he didn't build it.
He thought it was just too dangerous.
Exactly. He worried it would make it way too easy for nations to wipe each other out. Escalation beyond anything imaginable.
So instead, he pitched it defensively.
Right. He talked about creating this impregnable wall of power, maybe 200 meters out, that could protect a country from any attack. A shield, not a sword.
And he even thought people were trying to steal the idea.
He claimed that, yeah. Said his room was broken into, papers looked through, but the thieves apparently didn't find what they were after. Left empty-handed.
Wow. So a potentially world-altering weapon held back by its own inventor's conscience but still sought after. That's heavy.
It makes you think about the responsibility that comes with that kind of knowledge.
Okay. From global defense tech, let's shift to something a bit more ground level. Literally. Tesla's oscillator.
Ah, the earthquake machine story.
That's the one. Sources say back in 1898, Tesla built this small device, an oscillator. He attached it to his office building.
And apparently, it started vibrating at just the right frequency. It nearly shook the whole building down, caused tremors in the area, like a mini earthquake.
Imagine realizing you'd built something like that by accident.
Well, the story goes, Tesla saw the potential for destruction immediately. He grabbed a hammer and just smashed the device to bits.
Oh, just destroyed it.
That's the account. And told his employees, if anyone asked about the shaking, deny everything. Play dumb.
A quick reaction shows he understood the danger.
A sort of self-censorship, maybe. And, some sources connect this to modern theories, like the HARP facility in Alaska.
Right, the idea that maybe the government picked up on some of his resonance research.
It's speculative, of course, but it keeps the mystery alive. Was the idea truly destroyed, or did it just go underground?
Okay. Maybe the most economically radical idea was his plan for free electricity. The Wardenclyffe Tower project.
Oh, Wardenclyffe. That was hugely ambitious. Tesla got funding from J.P. Morgan, the big financier.
Right, and he started building this massive tower out on Long Island, New York, around 1901, 1902.
Morgan's understanding, initially, was that it was for global wireless communication, sending messages, that kind of thing, which was already pretty revolutionary for the time.
But Tesla, he had something much bigger in mind, didn't he?
Much bigger. He wasn't just thinking messages or phone calls or even sending pictures across the Atlantic. He believed he could use the Earth itself.
Use the Earth how?
As a giant conductor. resonate with the planet's own electrical field to transmit power wirelessly.
Okay, and the implication of that.
That's the game changer. If it worked like he thought, anyone, anywhere, could potentially get electricity. For free, basically, just by sticking a conductive rod into the ground.
Free energy for everyone.
Do you imagine?
That would have completely upended, well, everything, the whole energy industry.
Exactly. And this is where, according to the sources, you see that clash. Free electricity. Not profitable. You can't meter it easily. You can't control the distribution in the same way.
It threatened the existing powers, the coal and oil industries just starting to boom.
Absolutely. It was seen as dangerous to the whole economic structure. The sources suggest Morgan realized the true scope, free power, not just wireless messages, and pulled the funding.
So the project just died.
Pretty much. Abandoned around 1906, never fully operational, a massive what-if.
A huge what if. Wow, okay. From changing the power grid, Tesla's ideas also took flight. Literally. There's talk of a flying saucer.
Yeah, this comes from a 1911 interview he apparently gave to the New York Herald. He talked about working on an anti-gravity flying machine.
Anti-gravity. What did he say it would be like?
Quite specific, actually. He described it as having no wings, no propellers, said you might see it on the ground and not even realize it could fly. But it could move anywhere through the air, very safely, faster than anything yet achieved. It could hover, stay stationary even in wind, ride air currents. Powered by positive mechanical action, not wings.
And how was it powered? Let me guess.
You got it. Some version of that same free energy system concept.
So like Wardenclyffe, it potentially bypassed the need for conventional fuel.
Right. And the sources suggest it met a similar fate. The idea of a flying machine that didn't need oil or petroleum, that was a direct threat to the emerging automotive and aviation industries.
Another potentially revolutionary idea that maybe ruffled too many feathers.
It fits the pattern, doesn't it? Technologies that could disrupt profitable, established industries facing major obstacles.
It really does. Okay, finally, let's touch on his ideas for improved airships. This one feels a bit different.
Yeah, this was less about a completely novel device and more about a massive leap in existing technology.
Yeah.
He proposed electrically powered airships.
And these weren't just regular airships, right? He had big ideas for speed and range.
Huge ideas. He talked about transporting passengers from New York to London in just 3 hours, flying way up high, maybe 8 miles above the ground.
3 hours? How?
Well, again, it ties back to energy. He envisioned these airships drawing power directly from the atmosphere itself.
So no need to refuel, limitless range, essentially.
That was the concept. And he even thought further ahead unmanned airships for delivering cargo, maybe even passengers to set destinations, or for remote attacks.
Unmanned aerial vehicles. Delivering things, remote strikes. That sounds eerily familiar.
Doesn't it? And the sources point this out. While Tesla didn't really get credit for these specific airship concepts back then.
You can see the echoes today.
Exactly. Modern drones, supersonic aircraft, even space shuttle tech flying high.
Yeah.
It's like elements of his thinking, maybe indirectly, did eventually surface. Perhaps not attributed to him, but the ideas found a way.
Interesting. So not necessarily lost in the same way, but maybe absorbed or independently rediscovered later.
Could be. It shows how far ahead he was thinking, even in areas beyond just pure electricity.
So bringing it all together, the death ray, the oscillator, Wardenclyffe's free electricity, the flying saucer, these advanced airships.
Quite a list.
The common element seems to be Tesla's incredible, maybe even audacious, vision for what technology could do.
Right. Often for the benefit of humanity, as he saw it.
Colliding head-on with practicality, profitability, control, and maybe just fear of the unknown or fear of disruption.
Yeah, the forces maintaining the status quo. Profit motives, established industries, perhaps even governments worried about losing control or the implications for warfare.
And then bringing us back to the beginning, that confirmation about the FBI confiscating his work after his death.
It just hangs there, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It adds weight to the idea that maybe some of these weren't just impractical dreams, but potentially workable concepts that were deliberately, well, kept under wraps. Safeguarded, perhaps. Suppressed. We don't know for sure.
It definitely fuels the speculation.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder.
It does. What was in those papers? What did they find?
Exactly. It leaves us with a pretty big question to think about, doesn't it? If just one of these supposed lost inventions, say free energy or even the defensive shield, had actually been developed and widely adopted back then.
How different would our world look today?
Profoundly different, you have to imagine. And maybe the bigger question is, what does that possibility tell us about other potential breakthroughs? About ideas that might still be out there, unexplored, or maybe even deliberately held back?
Yeah. What hidden potential remains just out of sight? It's definitely something to mull over.